Alrighty everyone, hello and welcome to today's video for my Lady of the Month. Sorry, I'm still getting my mirror set up here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about summer makeup and 3 ways that less is more when it comes to summer makeup. So I think as we are all fully aware, in the summertime we're often more tan, right? Like my complexion just looks better because when we have lighter skin, oftentimes our blemishes can show up more, the redness in our skin shows up more. So in the summertime, honestly, you can get away with pretty minimal makeup. But I know a lot of us still wear makeup in the summertime, so I want to show you just kind of how to keep it very light, very summery, and appropriate for the season. So first of all, I always still use a primer, okay? So still use a primer, and so I'm gonna go ahead and use that first. And this really does help just keep your makeup in place, gives it something to cling to, especially in the summertime, when we do a lot of sweating and stuff, it's good to have that staying power. And so that's just kind of my base for my makeup. I'm gonna show you what I use for concealer. So concealer, again, you don't need a ton of this in the summertime, but it does just kind of help to lighten up any dark circles that you might have. So I have been learning that doing your eye makeup first is always a great idea, because that way if you drop a little bit of something on the underneath your eyes, it's a lot easier to clean up than after you have your foundation on already. And I always go up over my eyes when I am using concealer, just because the top, like my eyelids, tend to be a little bit veiny. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, so in this video I'm just gonna basically be showing you my everyday routine. Honestly, right now I do use, I've been really having fun with eyeshadow, but this video I'm not even going to do any, just because we are keeping it, really simple. So after I use my liquid concealer, I usually like to go in with some kind of powder just to set that, because it helps so that your concealer doesn't crease. Otherwise it can tend to crease. So I'm just gonna, by the way, just for reference, I was using our pink veil right there with our Kabuki brush. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the foundation. If you want to, you could always go ahead and do your eyebrows now and your mascara, or you could wait. So I'm gonna wait and show you this. Sometimes I feel like with the way that I do my eyebrows, I feel like if I, and the way I apply my foundation, it can kind of mess it up if I do my eyebrows first. So now, a lot of times in the summertime, it's really not necessary to wear foundation if you don't need to. You can just wear your moisturizer. I personally like to wear a little bit of foundation in the summertime, just because it gives my skin a little bit of a barrier, so that I'm not, if I'm out in the sun all day, it gives me a little bit of protection so that I don't burn. But I'm gonna show you how to make your own BB cream, okay? So right here I have the maple foundation, and I'm actually going to mix a pump of that with a pump of my tea tree face cream. And so I'm gonna show you how I do that here. And the cool thing with this is that it actually thins out your foundation, and it just gives you like this, it's almost like a BB cream. It's just very light, just gives you a little bit of coverage. First, I'm gonna go in with a pump of foundation, and again, I really hope you guys can see this. So it's just a little tiny bit of foundation, and then I'm gonna take my face cream here, and I'm just gonna put another pump right on the back of this. So anytime you tell me, or anytime you hear me tell you to mix products, I'm never talking about opening up the bottles, dumping them together and mixing them, or even putting them into a separate container and mixing them. I'm talking about with each application, putting some on the back of your hand and mixing it at that point. So now you see I have that nice, and then I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna put a little application kind of on the main points of my face. So maybe 2 on my chin, 1 on my nose, and then another 1 on my forehead. And I wish you guys could feel this. It's very buttery, very light. You can tell it's really light, like when you're putting it on. So now I'm gonna grab my Kabuki brush, and I'm gonna go in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. And again, once you have that blended, and you feel like, maybe you need a little bit more, if you struggle with redness in your cheek area like me, I just go ahead, tap my brush on the back, and there we go. Always, always, always blend down your neck. But as you can see, it just gives me a very light, sheer coverage, nothing heavy, nothing super dramatic, which is totally appropriate for everyday summer makeup. So now I'm gonna go ahead and work on my brows. And seriously, you guys, I sell makeup, I sell skincare. I try to act like I know what I'm doing, but my brows are just, yeah, they are definitely not what I would desire them to be. I have so many friends that have their brow game completely under control, and I just simply am not one of them. Just so you guys know, I am using our Java Obsession eye palette. I'm using the darkest shade and just dipping my brush in there. I tend to go for a more natural brow look. I did discover that when I just feel kind of with my makeup, it's oftentimes when I get my brows too dark. So there's that. But summer makeup is so fun because it's so quick and so easy, and you already just look tan and rosy, so it's just adding a little bit of enhancements here and there. And just I love like soft feminine makeup in the summertime especially. So there's one brow done. Can you guys see the difference in my brows? Not a huge difference, but I like to say that successful makeup is a bunch of subtle changes that end up making a big difference in the end. But if you go like super bold with each change, you're gonna end up looking like a different person by the time you're done doing your makeup, which some people enjoy. So that's up to you. So now I am gonna go ahead and do my mascara. So again, I'm not doing any eyeshadow. If you would like to do a little eyeshadow, you could always use the gold part of this palette and just apply it to your lid. But again, less is more. So another thing that can really help, and when I say less is more, is what can help you get away with wearing less makeup is, again, having that consistent skincare routine. And you're gonna find that, you know, the better care that you take care of your skin, and I'm not saying just with skincare, but I mean with the way that you eat. I actually, while we were out here, I just tried the Plexus greens for the first time, and they are amazing. And I don't know, I can just feel it like healing my skin. Like it just tastes so healthy and so fresh, and I'm like, I could totally get behind this flavor. So I'm planning to like add that into my everyday routine because I just absolutely love that. But what you're gonna find is that the better care you take care of your skin, the less makeup you are gonna find yourself wearing. So here I am using the Organic Brown Mascara. I am not applying any eyeliner. And again, that's the reason, or the way, so that was my second point as far as less is more. Like the more happy you are with your skin, the less makeup you're gonna wear. All right, so here I totally goofed, but it is an easy fix. I don't have a Q-tip with me, so I'm just gonna try to get it off my finger. Okay, so important thing is don't go in with the same finger twice because you might have a little bit of mascara left. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back in with my concealer brush and just clean that up again so it doesn't look streaky. All right, the very last thing that you're gonna do, as far as, you know, keeping things less is more, is to go for more subtle pink colors. And obviously this is going to depend on your skin tone, but I tend to go with like lighter pink and nude shades in the summertime. So I am using our Hibiscus blush. There you can see it. And I'm just going to go in and just really lightly apply that to my cheekbone area. And then the very last thing I'm gonna do is a lip gloss. And that's the third way. I mean, honestly, I just said 3 ways to keep your summers, or 3 ways less is more when it comes to summer makeup, but in all reality, I'm just sharing tips on how to keep your makeup minimal in the summertime. Is I love our Starstruck lip gloss because it's like it just has a little bit of shimmer in it. Can you guys see that? And so it just, I don't know, it just gives me this little very subtle pop of color. And a lot of people don't realize that, you know, you might be one of those people that think, oh, well, my natural lip color is not very pigmented. Like it's just kind of, you know, very dull, not very pink or red. But I bet you would find that if you take care of your lips, like we have a lip polish, like a lip exfoliant. So if you keep the dead skin off and you keep your lips hydrated, I bet you'd be surprised with how pretty of a color your lips really are. So the more you can keep them hydrated, the better. And that is it. The last thing is I really like to spritz with Prebiotic mist after I'm done with my makeup. and it just kind of keeps everything like really fresh and dewy and all of that stuff. And there you have it. So now my makeup is all done, just a really quick everyday look. And I wanted to share the specials this month with you guys. So this month we have more like summer specials. So the first thing we have is shoe fly. We don't always have our bug spray, or do we? I forget now. I think we do, but we don't always have the refills, and we have the refill. So there's a 16-ounce refill for only $32, and then there we have a pair of the sprayer bottles. It's an 8-ounce and a 2-ounce, and that is $20. So you know, you could get that one plus the refill so that you're all set for summer, and that is DEET free, the DEET free. The bonus buy for this month is that if you purchase the aloe vera gel, you get a free travel size aloe vera gel with that. And then our men's line is on sale for 20% off. And I would say the products that Arnold uses the most is definitely the 3-in-1 wash, so the prebiotic wash. And he honestly likes the Coastline and the Clean Slate scent. So I like that one. He uses the wash as shampoo. He uses it to shave his beard, and he uses it as body wash as well. So the other thing I wanted to share with you is that if any of you have been, you know, maybe you're just somebody who uses a lot of lemongrass stuff and you love it and you just find yourself telling your friends about it, I would highly recommend just giving it a shot as a consultant. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to do a ton of parties. You don't have to do any parties if you don't want to. But it's just authentically sharing. And when you share your link with someone and they shop through it, you get that 25% commission. But all that to say, this month, when you sign up as a consultant with any of our kits, we have 3 different kits, you get $50 to spend with lemongrass. It's like a $50 gift card, and you can spend it on whatever you want, and that hits your account like 2 or 3 days after you join. You don't have to do anything to get it besides sign up. And I just love that, because you get in and it's like, hey, here's your welcome gift, like spend $50 on us. So if you've been thinking about it, this is a really fun time to join. And there's never any pressure from me. I definitely support you, you know, if you want to try it, you want to go for it. But if you are just like, oh, I just want to try it, I don't want anyone to like give me any advice, like that's totally fine too. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that, but that is the deal this month. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about how what you believe changes everything. And it's funny because I pre-record all my videos, and so I actually recorded tomorrow's video before I did today's. And I was gonna talk about the specials then, and you know, the $50 shopping spree that you get when you join, but it just didn't feel like it fit. So I actually put it into today's video. So anyway, random. And today is also the day that the Bliss box, like you can see what's in the Bliss box. So I'm gonna be sending graphics for all of that. Don't panic. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you already pre-ordered yesterday, then you are good to go. But if you were somebody who wanted to wait and purchase today, that's totally fine too. I will send more details on that. Your bonus word for today is going to be summer. Let's do summer. So send that back to me in order to be entered into the daily giveaway. And again, let me know if you have any questions. I love color matching people. I love helping people with their skincare and all that good stuff. And yeah, just answering any questions that you have. And I really look forward to tomorrow, and hopefully it's encouraging for you ladies. And I think that is everything. So, all right, talk to y'all later.